Tennessee Titans fans, there are two, not one, but two trade scenarios involving the Tennessee Titans, who have the first pick in the draft, and the New York Giants, who have the third pick of the draft. Two scenarios floating around. One of them I would be inclined to accept. One of them I would laugh the Giants out of the building. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Now, as the trade discussions happen, and we got a little less than 2 months to go, the Giants have kind of always been thought of as the best possible trade partner for the Titans, because you only move back 2 spots. You still get a great player, whether that's Abdul Carter, Travis Hunter, Cam Ward, whoever. You still get one of those players, and you get something else in return from the Giants, other draft picks. So that's always kind of been the trade back route, I should say, that people have expected. Let's take a look at these two trade scenarios, and these are just hypotheticals that are out there, so you don't have to take it as any more than that. Let me expand that so you can see. Here's the first. This is the one that I would absolutely not do. This would be the Giants get the first overall pick. The Titans get number 3. They get number 34 overall, which means they move up 1 spot in the second round. And then they get a second rounder in 2026, next year's draft. As I said, I would laugh the Giants out of the building if that's what's offered. That would be idiotic. To move up 1 spot in the second round and then get a second rounder from New York next year. Absolutely not. I would not even consider that kind of trade. And now that's kind of the point, is that because of this draft and because of some of the unknowns, even with the higher guys, especially the quarterbacks, a lot of people are under the impression that the Titans are just not going to get the offer to trade back that they want. If you're going to trade back, a lot of people think it needs to be an offer that you simply cannot refuse. An offer that is like, oh my gosh, we have to do that. That's not that. And I think a lot of what the Titans would get, especially, I mean, if that's the scenario being thrown out there for the Giants, I certainly don't think you're going to get anything better from the Raiders at 6. I certainly don't think you're going to get anything better from the Jets at 7. And like I said, if you trade back that far, if you're Tennessee and you trade back that far, you're not getting Carter, Ward, Hunter, probably not even Sanders if you trade back that far. So I think that trade would be absolutely hideous. But here's the scenario, and again, these are completely hypotheticals, but this one was in this article that was put out, overthecap.com. Here's the trade idea. The Giants get the first overall pick. The Titans get the third rounder from the Giants for this year, which the Titans currently don't have a third rounder because they gave it up for L'Jarius Sneed. They also get the second round pick for the Giants this year. They also get a first rounder next year and a third rounder next year. Now this is the kind of offer I would probably take. If you're the Tennessee Titans and the Giants call and they want to give you their third rounder for this year. Again, the Titans currently don't have a third rounder. They gave it up for L'Jarius Sneed. They want to give you their second round pick this year. So now you have 2 second round picks. You have picks 34 and 35 at the top of the second round. Then you go to next year, you have their first round pick and their third round pick for next year's draft. To me, okay, now that is the kind of trade that the Tennessee Titans would absolutely need to take. If the Giants are willing to call and offer you that, you take it, in my humble opinion. Because again, you're only going back to 3. Well, now wait a minute. I will say, I guess this guy's just assuming that the Titans would get the Giants' first round pick. And it doesn't say anything about the first round pick, but you only move back to 3. So again, you're still getting Carter, Hunter, Ward, whoever. Well, not Ward. The Giants would take him if they traded up. But you're getting, I mean, that's what it would take. Whether you think that's a ridiculous scenario that would never happen, it's just a hypothetical. That's all anything is in March. But that's a good example of the type of trade the Titans would need in order to trade back. Yeah, you know, if you're not willing to give up that kind of stuff, then we're just going to stay put at number one and take our guy. At this point, in my opinion, I don't think the Titans are going to get that kind of an offer. I just don't think, whether you're talking about the Giants, Raiders, Jets, because of the uncertainties surrounding Cam Ward and especially Shedeur, I don't think anybody's going to be willing to give up that kind of draft capital to come up to number one. I just don't see it happening. I don't see anybody offering that much. My gut feeling right now, and that's just what it is, it's a gut feeling, and my gut feeling would have probably been different even a week ago. It might be different a week from now. You can't ever tell. But my gut feeling right now is that the Titans are staying put at number one. I think, to me, I think there's more of a chance of the Titans potentially trading back in the second round to try and acquire that third round pick, to try and acquire future draft picks. I could see the Titans maybe trying to trade back in the second round. But my gut feeling right now is that the Titans are staying put with the first pick in the draft because I don't think they're going to get that kind of an offer from the Giants or anybody else. And my gut feeling right now is that the Titans, if they stay put, I think they're picking Cam Ward. Now again, a week ago it would have been different. A week from right now it could be different. But for right now, I'm leaning toward Ward. I think Cam Ward is a better prospect than what people have given him credit for. I think Cam Ward is viewed in a much better light by not just the Titans, but by a lot of teams than what people are giving him credit for. I think Cam Ward, he's coming in for a visit over this next week with the Titans, but so is Abdul Carter, so is Shedeur Sanders, so is Travis Hunter. But I just have a feeling, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I think about the Atlanta Falcons in last year's draft when they took Michael Penix. I know, why would you sign Kirk Cousins if you're going to do that? But their explanation was, when you have a quarterback that you have fallen in love with, you do not pass him up. Are the Titans in the process of falling in love with Cam Ward? You can't say no. We don't know. We know what we've been told and maybe what I heard and what I might have seen in an article, but we don't know what's going through their head. We don't know how much they like Cam Ward. We don't know how much they like Shedeur Sanders. Draft's coming, everybody. The draft is coming. Tighten up.